Awesome day, my dear STEMly Gent learners. Welcome to another episode for Quarter 4 here in Senior High Tech City. I am glad you are here to join me in learning today. I am Teacher Ernest, and together, let us discover life in the exciting world of biology. If you are ready to learn, please behave, listen, and take note of the important concepts of our lesson for today. Are you excited for another amazing biological science adventure? Let's begin. Before we start, let's have an activity called Match Your Word. Here are the mechanics of the activity. I will show you a picture. Write any words or terms associated to the picture being presented. You are given 25 seconds to key in your answer in the chat box below. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let us discuss this further, so stay focused and don't go away. Our lesson for today is Plants Organ System, Gas Exchange, Transport, and Circulation. And for the learning competency, the learner determines the processes in plants' gas exchange, transport, and circulation. At the end of the lesson, you're expected to describe the gas exchange and transport system in plants and define transpiration. All living things obtain the energy they need by metabolizing energy-rich compounds such as carbohydrates and fats. In most organisms, this metabolism takes place by respiration, a process that requires oxygen. In the process, carbon dioxide gas is produced and must be removed from the body. In plant cells, carbon dioxide may appear to be a waste product of respiration too, but because it is used in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide may be considered a byproduct. Carbon dioxide must be available to plant cells, and oxygen gas must be removed. Gas exchange is thus an essential process in energy metabolism, and gas exchange is an essential prerequisite to life. Because where energy is lacking, life cannot continue. The gas exchange in plants. Plants use carbon dioxide to respire and release oxygen with the process in exchange. In comparison to people and animals, plants do not have any specialized gas exchange mechanisms. But they do have stomata located in leaves and lenticels, located in stems that are actively involved in gaseous exchange. Although plants are complex organisms, they exchange their gases with the environment in a rather straightforward way. In aquatic plants, water passes among the tissues and provides the medium for gas exchange. In terrestrial plants, air enters the tissues and the gases diffuse into the moisture bathing the internal cells. In plants, oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse through the stomata and the intercellular spaces of the leaves and the lenticels of the bark. The leaf. In the leaf of the plant, an abundant supply of carbon dioxide must be present, and oxygen from photosynthesis must be removed. Gases do not pass through the cuticle of the leaf. They pass through pores called stomata in the cuticle of the epidermis. Each stoma or stomach is surrounded by two specialized structures called guard cells. These two cells are attached together at the end of both cells. Stomata are abundant on the lower surface of the leaf, and they normally open during the day when the rate of photosynthesis is highest. Physiological changes in the surrounding guard cells account for the opening and closing of these stomata. The lenticels. In a woody stem, gas exchange is impeded except at lenticels, which are pockets of loosely arranged cork cells not impregnated with suberin. Transport system in plants. The plant transports food, water, and minerals through its system by using the xylem and the phloem. Xylem vessels are composed of dead liquefied cells connected end to end. This allows the transport of water and minerals upward. Phloem is composed of seed tubes, which are closely associated with companion cells to facilitate movement of materials across the cell cytoplasm. These tubes carry the products of photosynthesis in a bidirectional movement to ensure supply of materials for the growth of buds, roots, and other plant parts. Both of these conducting tubes run across the plant structure. However, the arrangement of vascular bundle varies depending on whether it is a stem, leaf, or root, or if the plant is classified as monocot or dicot. According to Biology Dictionary, transpiration is the evaporation of water from plants. Most of the water absorbed by the roots of a plant, as much as 99.5%, is not used for growth or metabolism. It is excess water and it leaves the plant through transpiration. Stomatal transpiration. Stomatal transpiration is the evaporation of water from a plant's stomata. Most of the water that is transpired from a plant is transpired this way. At least 90% of the water transpired from a plant's leaves exits through the stomata.
Cuticular transpiration. Cuticular transpiration is the
evaporation of water from a plant's cuticle. The cuticle is a waxy film that covers the surface of a plant's leaves. This form of transpiration does not account for much of a plant's water loss. About 5 to 10% of the leaves' water is lost through the cuticle. Lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration is the evaporation of water from the lenticels of a plant. Lenticels are a small opening in the bark of a branches and twigs. Now, we have already discovered the plant's organ, system, gas exchange, transport, and circulation. If you really understood our lesson, let us check your knowledge by answering this true or false activity. Write true if the statement is correct, and false if the statement is wrong. Bring out your pen and quiz notebook and let's begin. Are you ready? Let's start!
Number 1. Plants use carbon dioxide to respire and release oxygen by the process in exchange. Is it a true or is it a false? Very good. The correct answer is true. Number 2. Gases do pass through the cuticle of the leaf. Is it true or false? The correct answer is false. Gases pass through pores called stomata in the cuticle and epidermis. Number 3. The plant transports food, water, and minerals through its system by using the xylem and the phloem. Is it true or false? Very good. The correct answer is true. Number 4. Xylem is composed of sieve tubes, which are closely associated with companion cells to facilitate movement of materials across the cell cytoplasm. Is it true or false? The answer is false. Xylem should be phloem. And number 5. Transpiration is the evaporation of water from plants. Is it true or false? You're right. The answer is true.
To sum up, carbon dioxide must be available to plant cells, and oxygen gas must be removed. Gas exchange is thus an essential process in energy metabolism. And gas exchange is an essential prerequisite to life, because where energy is lacking, life cannot continue. Congratulations, my dear STEM Gen learners! I hope that you learned a lot today. Once again, I am your earnest Jetic teacher saying, eagerness to learn will lead you in the fulfillment of your dreams. See you in the next episode.